Alright, we are at one of my favorite unknown road courses on iRacing, Las Vegas Infield Long. Something about this track I just absolutely love. So, as you can tell, I know this track pretty well, and I've gotten up to speed pretty quick, but that will get chopped into as we go. This is going to be a tricky one because the track is drying off very quickly. And it is very, very, very left front demanding, which means that if you get onto too dry of a surface, left front is going to burn up very quickly, and away goes all your lap time. So, yeah, very flat track. The curbs are ginormous, and that actually kind of makes them usable in the wet because they dry off so quickly. But the track is drying out pretty quick. I'm feeling very quick. We will see how it goes. It is standing starts because this track does not have a safety car available. So, yeah, and this could be the last time that we can ever run this because who knows what's going to happen with the NASCAR refresh if they're actually going to do the infield road course that's been used maybe once in official racing.
Left side.
So it's got some very vague track limits on the inside. Once it dries out, you can really eat up these. You kind of get pushed off and rotated as you climb them. But it looks like people are starting to go fast now. We're trying to get heat into our tires. I'm just going to back off and let him go. He was coming up on us quick, and I didn't have the heat in my tires yet to do the laps I want to do. Plus, there's a whole lot of traffic ahead. Once it starts to dry out and you do get on dry tires, all that paint off of the final turn really screws you. But, yeah, we've got some traffic. I'm going to back out of this, get some space, because the track is going to continue to get faster, and we need to put in a decent lap here at the end. You're not going to be able to put a decent lap in while you're side by side. So I think my crossover time is going to be like 55 seconds. But the dry tires are just extremely difficult when you get cold tires and out a little bit. I've thrown everyone off a little bit here because there was no rubber on the track before the rain, so that means that the racing line is not as deadly.
3.467.
And yeah, as we go, we'll put rubber on it once it dries out, but it is starting off rubber free, which means that you can run in the racing line no problem, which you kind of need at a track like this where it is so flat and it's essentially the infield parking lot. Yeah, probably need to just stop aiming for that. On a completely dry track, you can use it to really help yourself, but pretty much dirt tracking around the final turn. We're going to go slightly quicker here, but not much.
3.444.
Further inside you go, the more time you gain, but with that paint there, you're going to have to be wary of it. Plus, it's got grooves in it that probably holds water a little bit. Yeah, that's just hurting me. Trying to cross that. Use the curve to get us to rotate a little bit there, but we're going to get held up here. We're not going to go faster, so I'm just going to back off. We've got the tires warm. The track is down to lightly wet. Let's see if we can get back into that top spot.
1.961.
Using the same set I've been using. We had max wing, I'm pretty sure, last week, and that helped in the long run. That slide killed this, but we're going to get ahead of him because he's on outlap, on fresh, and people may be coming out to test dry tires now, but it's still too early for those. By the time the race comes around, you could. I think it's going to be dry enough, but that's what everyone has thought over the last few weeks. It has not been the case, so. Completely blow that corner, but we're going to get held up there. So everyone's on a Q lap, so it's tough. So we can get this to rotate around. We do. Doing okay. Oh yeah. Track is really picking up speed. And we drive it off. Kill that lap. And kill the run down the straightaway for the next lap.
57.657.
Steering with the throttle a bit, just because I'm way more comfortable than I should be with this combo. But we're going to get held up here. He stays to the inside. We don't actually get held up. Yeah, this section is dried out a ton. Puts us back P1. We're going to get held up here. Everyone on their out laps.
Left side, still there, hold your line, clear.
And they're on dries. He hit the paint and instantly went around. And while everyone is on dries, I will continue to improve my lap times, and we'll have to make a decision though when it gets to race. Oh, that got too slick. All right, what do we got for time left? 5 minutes. We're going to come back in and get new wet tires and get a final couple of laps in. But yeah, crossover for me, 55, 54, somewhere in that range. We'll get these tires warmed up. hopefully improve on our lap. Track is quickly drying. Problem is, though, everyone's going to be trying out dries right now to get a little info on what they need to do in the race. A pit stop costs you about 65 seconds for 4 tires and the run down pit road, so it's just not feasible. You're not going to pull out that far on wet tires, and you're not going to gain that much on dries. So it's all about how long is it going to take for the wet tires to burn off and the dry tires to start going. And I was starting to get a lap time loss about 10 laps in. So that on like a completely dry track for wet tires. What we got for distance? All right, I'm going to open up a gap. Bryce should be fairly quick though, since he is leading the MX-5s. But we'll get a nice little run here off the corner. And this should be our final attempt, even though we got 3 minutes, as long as we don't get held up here.
59.43.
I also did add the class coloring on Racelabs. I realized that was hard to read and understand on the video, so made that change. Too much shifting and stupidity on that. And seems like wets are really sliding around now, pushing it too hard, so back it down just a little bit. Kind of in this awkward stage of the track.
56.915.
So the dry tires are probably about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds slower at this point. But when the track does get dry, they're going to be about 1 second faster. And that's before the wet tires burn up. I don't know how much the burn up is going to hurt past the initial loss of grip, but I'm guessing it'll be pretty bad. But we're about to set another fast lap here. Got time for one more.
56.358.
Doesn't take us P1 though. This one's feeling really good as long as I don't completely throw it away on a curb. Just put the right front on the curbing to help it kind of rotate around. Throw it over that one. Stay away from this one a little. Oh, fuck me. Might have time for one more. But our run to the line's screwed. Hit that curb on the inside and just completely douched it up.
0.577.
trying the dry line. Not gonna get pole, and we drop to P4. But now it is a wait and guess on what the track's gonna be in 5 minutes with a little more sun on it. Probably should have dropped that. I forgot about that. We'll go 6.7. Alright, so who actually got pole? Well, we're dropped to 5th already. Hayden on pole, Warren. Very tight numbers up there. But now, who is going to get the tires correct? And who is going to survive the first bit of trying to get the tires correct? So 35-minute race, going to be about 38 laps or so, I think. And what do we got? How much did it dry out? Very lightly wet. Yeah, we're going dry. First time you'll see it here. We're on dry tires. So yeah, with no pace car available for pace laps, standing starts, and that will make it interesting because you won't have that initial kind of look around lap. We're going to go ahead and queue up clear all and clear out any black flags that happen from the jump starts, because people are not going to listen and screw up. But I'm not going to let anyone know that I'm going to clear it, because you could gain a pretty big advantage by rolling early. But
5 cars left to grid.
Looks like we've got dry tires ahead of us, and I think everyone's going to be on dry tires. We'll definitely find out early who's on what, but just keep it off the paint and keep it on the track.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Not the best standing start cars. We've got nowhere to go with this, so I'm just gonna stay in line because it's gonna be dangerous here.
Still there, hold your line.
We haven't done a lap on dries yet, and so we just gotta kind of figure it out. It's clear all, no one got a penalty. Oh, it's got so much grip. Yeah, I think wet tires are screwed. Unless everyone on dries spins. But feeling a lot of grip out here. Going to be in a bad situation here. MX-5 has more speed on the straight. Oh, Brett's coming in quick. I think he's on wet tires. I wish you could tell.
Clear on the left. Left side.
Yeah, watch out for that inside in the paint.
Still there, hold your line.
And then we got a lot of rubber built up already.
Keep to the right.
Got Billy off to our left, and we kind of pushed him wide. All right, now that we've got some space, I should be able to get back in a rhythm and not worry about too much. Stay away from that white line.
57.781.
Holy crap. All right. Anyone that took wet tires is going to be screwed, and we're going to see them struggling in 10 laps. Fuck.
Car on your left.
I am struggling to get it turned there, though.
Still there, hold your line. You're on the right, 3 wide. Car on your left, 2 wide. Clear on the left.
Sean's on the wets. Or something. Or he's just did not qualify well. I got to get that turn, though, the left-hander figured out, because I keep pushing wide into the marbles, and it's completely screwing me.
56.656.
But yeah, we're in the 56s. Dry times are 53s. Alright, actually used the curb, it got me around there, that makes it a lot better, and yeah, our fast time is gonna drop massively. Wet tires are screwed. They're gonna start feeling overheating quite soon. We're about to go 54 is a dry track.
53.695.
Holy shit. We get into the 53s.
Car in T6, just set the fastest lap. 53.68.
Oh, can't go down there. Not on dries. He's on dries. He's not on wets. That's how you're going to know. Oh, Rice really slow through there. Can't get held up too much because he'll be quicker on the straight.
Car on your left, 54.538. Stay on the right, clear.
Right. He gets in behind us. He got all thrown off there, though. All right, it's a drying track. There are still places you can make some big mistakes on dry tracks, but I mean, we are motoring. So it is a full dry race on the racing line. And the wet tires are going to compete. They're going to compete well for the first 10, 15 laps. And then it's going to go very poorly for them. And they're going to struggle through the center of the corner. Oh, I love this place. It is such a fun track. I don't know why I like it so much. There's nothing really unique about it other than the curbing, but it's just a fun, easy track. Uh-oh, Shane dropping off a bit. He might have had a moment or a slowdown. Re-wide into turn 1 is not going to work.
Right side, clear, right side, clear.
I mean, they all got through it, but it was ugly. Ooh, I almost got the GR86 hop. I'm surprised how well it's able to take these massive curbs, because it is normally a trash car when you get it up on 2 wheels. I'm gonna just come out and cool my dry tires off a bit, because
54.716.
I'm a little worried that we're pushing them too hard. Yeah, so the struggle for people on wets is going to be the right-hand turns with that left front, which is going to hurt them in the final turn and the long corner of the infield oval. I think Brett's on wets.
53.104.
Just gotta not get shoved down on the painted line.
Still there, hold your line.
We can kind of cut this
Clear on
one,
the left.
as long as we don't give ourselves a slowdown. Oop, that was a bit too much. That's 6th. How many more wet tires are gonna fall off ahead of us? Mostly dry conditions now. I'm surprised it hasn't said that it's a dry race. Or maybe I missed it with everything going on. Looks like Hayden may be falling off. Ooh, gotta stay out a little wider. Throwing myself into the next curb way too much. I'm gonna confuse people by running over there.
Car in P1, just set the fastest lap. 52.86.
Well, that is going to be a massive points haul for whoever's winning. Must be Jacob. If you get fast lap and win the race, that is game over. Unless one of these people falls far enough and they go in and get themselves dry tires later and are able to take new dry tires quicker on a much drier track, just to save their... And there he goes, Hayden in.
.258. You're in 4th position.
Now, Sean has gotten really slow. got lap traffic here. Oh, too much. Too much, too much. We just need to calm it down with that. Don't need to get into a mistake. We're in a good spot right now.
Right side, still there. Clear.
Oh, weight's going out wide.
Left side. Clear on the left.
That's the only, like, banked corner on the track. If it's even banked, it kind of looks like it. Could just be that the infield falls away so much that it makes it look like it. So yeah, Jacob is your leader, Warren second. Billy is leading MX-5s. See if Sean falls off or if we pull him back in. If we pull him back in, then he's got to be on wets. But he's not cooling tires, it looks like, so... And seeing him have that loose moment earlier in the race makes me think that he's not. Curbs and see what we can do. Except for then I hit the one curb that he absolutely don't want to. He might be on wets. We're pulling him in the right-handers.
52.869.
Uh-oh.
You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Yeah, it's a slip and slide off there because it is off camber and wet. You hit that and things go poorly. I think we're pulling Warren in as well. I didn't want to be to the inside because then we'll be on the outside here. He's going to always push wide if he is on wets because that left front is starting to hurt. I don't see a situation where we would ever be faster than him on the same tires, so that's why I'm thinking that he's on wets because he is starting to just get a little slower. But it could just be a wing setting, and since I'm max wing, I get an advantage somehow.
Still there.
We're going to be braking on a little bit wetter line.
Clear on the right.
Didn't want to overdrive it. Wasn't sure how much fight we were going to get.
Left side, clear.
19 minutes left. If you are on wets, you are screwed that far back, or that much time. Got people going offline to get, maybe just to get out of the way.
Clear. 53.5.
Or is that Jacob falling off? Is his wet tires dying? Have I made the right call again? I think that's Jacob and Warren fighting for the lead just ahead of me. But we've got to survive traffic. And that's not a corner that you want to go side by side through, so just had to wait. We're going to get held up here. But see the grip we have compared to the people on the wets, whose left front has burnt off.
Still there. Clear.
Good to see Nick, though.
53.828.
Taking it easy in here, because if we catch him in the middle of the corner, it's not going to do us any good. Alright. Thought he was going to pull to the inside, but then MX-5 speed hit at the end of the straight. Just don't hit the white line.
Clear.
Looks like Jacob's pulled back away. And Warren's taking another fight at him. And traffic is just hell with this many cars on track here.
53.
We've got time to catch them. And who knows what strategy they're on. But I don't feel like I should be catching either of them on a road course, so. Still 15 minutes to go. Got quite a few MX-5s here today.
Car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 52.72.
52.7. Yeah, if he's on wets, I don't see how he could be setting fast laps this late.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Just unfortunate catch at that time. And these two cars against each other, you get in awkward situations in the mixed conditions.
53.658.
Use the white line to help us rotate a bit. Too much. Eh, it worked out. Wasn't as bad as the other times. Just cannot get rid of Sean. Try to get a little cooling.
53.101. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 52.692.
52.6. He's coming alive. Not going to be a win. I was feeling it. I was like, oh, we're catching him, but I think
car ahead. Car stop on the left.
lap traffic was some of the factor in it.
Car on your left. Clear.
Got worried because I was not going to be able to keep it to the right.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Just had to be careful through there. Awkward situation. Okay, we've got 12 minutes left, and we're going to be doing about 40 laps.
53.661.
There's so much going on. So many cars all over the place. This track can hold 51. It was used, I think, in production car once, or maybe it was just the plain old Jetta series, but I remember running a Jetta here. We've got lap traffic hell ahead of us.
53.029. Car right. Clear.
Just keep it clean, take a third. Hope that someone pits and gets a fast lap from Jacob, but I don't think they're going to be able to snag that lap. It's just going to be a sit and wait and hope for moments like that. Justin in 6th. Very weird situation.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Just not able to pull in Jacob and Warren, and Sean has got to be on dries.
3.752.
He just got held up there pretty bad by Justin. But that's just going to be the flow of this race, is just unlucky with traffic. And I do get an advantage in that, being the host and YouTuber. But mistakes can happen, and not everyone is always fully aware of who's wearing what. Alan's in 5th. The MX-5 has been just completely flipped upside down on... Oh, and then we had contact there. I think they thought one was backing off, and then they just got a bad push in, and they weren't backing off, and it's just so much traffic. Homestead was a very boring, open, long track, and this has been 100% different, especially because there's a lot of people out here, I think, on wet tires that are really getting hammered. And not in the bar way. We're going to end up in an awkward situation here as well. We're going to lose time. Nothing we can do. They're racing for position.
Left side. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right.
Got lucky with that one. Lance likes to spin when he's around us. Last week it was right behind us at Homestead. He was just probably pushing it too hard because we were near him and he didn't want to hold us up, and then he got too much curb and it went around. Leaders are gone. They're on dries. Sean's on dries.
53.92.
We just somehow got ahead of Sean, or he's just that quick and he's on wets, but I would have thought that tire would have melted by now.
Left side.
Yeah, I don't want to go out too wide there, and you can't pinch them too much there because if they hit the curb, they're going to shove wide. But there's so much marble on the outside of that turn. I don't even know if I have to slow down for that, but there's no water left out here. Maybe a little. He's got his wipers on.
5, 8.
He's getting quick. Gavin in P3 in his class. Oh, I just cut the course there.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
And it's going to be hell to give up that time.
Left side. Keep to the right.
We'll slow him down a little bit with that awkwardness. Oh, fucking clear, come on. He might have a little damage too that's hurting him. Shane's on pit road.
52.677, 55.011.
I've lost my turn now as well. Track is narrowed up a lot with all the marbles.
.159. You got a slow car on the right.
Oh, he almost went off. Fuck, I almost cut it again. I think I need to just back it down for a minute and then take a last swing at him. He is pushing it really hard. And he's not going very far. And every time we go through, he's just terrible in the right-handers. Makes me feel like he's on wets. He's just that much quicker than us that he's able to compete on wets.
Still there. Stay on the left.
And we're out in the marbles.
Still there. Clear.
Yeah, he's got to be on wets. He's just that much quicker than us. Almost spun it on entry getting out in the dirt. Alright, 3.5 minutes left.
53.837. Left side. Clear.
Oh, he almost lost it over the curb. He's pushing wide there. Just back it off a second here. Maybe get our run timed up good enough.
Car right. Still there. Clear on the right.
Don't know where or how.
Car stop on the left. 53.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Gavin's probably going to jump out of the way because he's got nothing to gain by holding us off.
White flag. One more lap to go. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. 53.533. You're back in third. Keep hustling.
Don't know why I'm shifting there. Feel like we're going so slow into it. But he's gonna get it unless he really screws up the final turn. He parks it. Nothing we can do because we're so close. P12 just took away the fastest lap. And the slowdown kills me. But awesome racing. I love this place. Such a good track. And no one uses it. So hopefully everyone that's new to this track really enjoyed it. Because I love this place. I hope it doesn't go away when we get the refresh. I hope they give it a good refresh. It's so much fun. I mean, that just showed it. Yeah, so we were down to 62 on the left front. I'm pretty sure Wets would have been getting the tire wearing down call. Jacob gets the win. What happened to Warren? I did not even see that Warren had an off. It's behind Jacob here. So something happened. Oh, he just went off. Oh, weird traction control kick in or something stupid. That is weird. That or he kicked it down a gear for a dumb reason, like I tend to do. Alright, let's go see what all happened. Mistakes are gonna happen. Track's trying to catch up on flipping back. I was gonna say that we're going backwards this whole time. I hope not. Yeah, it's broken already. It doesn't understand this track. We're not going to be able to see anything. That's unfortunate, but I guess maybe fortunate for some. I should have attacked a little harder at this early stage. Billy's out in the marbles, and that's why he kind of disappeared there. Nearly got turned there by Allen, who backs off in time. But yeah, we're not going to be able to watch anything. Let's do a quick little time lapse. And I think the best time lapse will be in final turn. I think that'll be the best place. No, you got acceleration on. Let's I see a whole lot of people going off there as well, and a whole lot of marbles forming up. So let's take a look at it. Oh, 4 times. We need 16 times. So yeah, the track was way drier than I thought it was going to be early on, and it came alive so quick. I knew when the wets were getting down into that 56 range that we were getting close to the crossover, and with the wet tires really getting eaten up, I knew I had to just risk it this time. And yes, it dried out quickly. Surprisingly, not a whole lot of dirt being dragged back on from the gravel. Not a lot of marbles getting sent over here. Let's I want to go to this corner. Was marble hell. Although it's probably not going to marble up too much more because it looks like it's already at 100%. But yeah, just an awesome race. Yeah, not a whole lot is changing here. Track's rubbering in. Get off of Allen's because he is going to be leaving the race midway through. But yeah, clouds coming in. Marbles and marbles and marbles because there's no water left on the track anywhere. It's just off the track slightly, and it's barely any water. So good to have a little bit of a change and make people go, I don't know which way to actually do this all. But let's take a look at the results. And first off, GR86, Shane pulls fast lap. He saves everyone from Jacob getting 45 points. Or 44 points, I think. No, it'd be 42 points. 12 points for bonus on fastest lap. So that saves all of us from Jacob just launching away. But he was quick. Warren, that late mistake Dakota finally has a decent race. Carter, and then John. I don't think we get any info on pitting. Yeah. And then MX5s. Fast lap goes to, well, we'll just have to look at points. Fast lap goes to Bryce, so he had to pit there on lap 36 or near lap 36 to just go get some points. And that's why I made it so valuable, so that there was incentive to, if you made the wrong call, go get points if you're quick enough. Gavin ends up getting third, Wesley second, Billy wins, Justin all the way back in fourth, and yeah, I think he made the wrong call on that. Mark, Justin, Bryce, and yeah, Alan did not have a good run. 2 weeks in a row where just unfortunate, and a lot more MX5s. How many cars did we have? 12 in that class and 18 in this. Wow, that's a hell of a turnout. Thanks to everyone for showing up. Points-wise, this really doesn't count. I'm doing points on Discord because if you switch cars, you can get points. Those points total up. So, like, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But Justin still leading MX5s. Jacob and Sean. Sean is in the lead for 86s. I'm in third. Gavin is in third in his class. And a whole lot of fun. I'm enjoying the series, but we're off next week. And then we come back for the final 3 races, which are at Olton Park, Foster's. Then we go to Ultraslaven C course, that tiny, tiny, tiny side course. And then Brands Indy. So couple of real racetracks, and then a funky short thing that will be more traffic than this. So, again, hope you're enjoying this. Thanks for watching.